Yeah, we're live. So let's see who are early birds. people in the house. Good evening, everyone. Good to have you here. So our time is 8 o'clock. Oh, my phone. Okay, so my phone is over here, and I'll be watching the workshop from here. I'll be seeing the comments as you drop your comments. So here's where I'll be putting on the slides. Please, I want some feedback. Let me know if you can hear me. If you can hear me, please type one in the comments, please. If you can hear me, please type one in the comments. If you can hear me, please type one. If you can hear me, please type one. If you can hear me, please type one. Oh, good. Tony, Tony typed one. Awesome. So feedback. I have somebody who's hearing me. So that means if Tony can hear me, everyone else can hear me. Faith can hear me. Good. Awesome. So I want to welcome you all to today's workshop. Just a little bit of error at the bottom of this video where we wrote the date for today's workshop. It's 20th, not 13th. So today is 20th. It's a live workshop. I'm giving this to you live. So this is not a recording. Today is 20th of February 2025. All right. So to get us started right away, just a few things. I just need you to get the best out of today's session. Can you do something for me if you're watching on your phone, please? Can you touch your screen? All right. Just touch your screen. All right. When you touch it, you see the settings icon at the top right hand. Select that settings icon, the icon at the top right hand. And then when you select it, some options will come up: quality, playback speed, and all of that. Please select quality and then select higher picture quality. I've just done this on my phone as well. So this will give you a good quality on your phone, especially since you are watching it on a small rectangle. So at least the when I start showing my slides, it's be clearer for you. Okay. And when you see me looking over here, I'm looking at my phone. So this is where I'll be seeing your comments. And here's where I'll be presenting my slides. So when you see me look over here, it's because I'm looking at your comments as you drop them. All right, so we're going to get started right away. Let me showcase my slides. Share screen. All right. If you can see my slides, please type 2. If you can see my slides, please type 2. If you can see my slides, please type 2. If you can see my slides, welcome Olushola Ezekiel. Welcome. She's up here. Welcome. It's great to have you all here. Welcome. If you can see my slides, please type 2. Awesome. Olushola says 2. Elevate your day podcast 2. Kemi 2. Jewels and pearls 2. Awesome. You guys are. Thank you for the feedback. So let me go full screen. All right, today's workshop is on Evergreen high ticket course sales. That's the topic for today's workshop. Evergreen high ticket course sales. So I want to welcome you all and thank you for being here. Thank you for creating time to be here. And if you just got the message impromptu, you're also welcome. It's great to see that you even have the time to hop in. So I believe that today's workshop is going to give you amazing value. I'm ready for you, and I have so much I've put together to share with you tonight. So let's get right into it, okay? Now, you are here because you've launched your high ticket course before, right? You're here, you've launched your course before, only to get a few signups, a few or zero signups. So I understand how that can be like, right? Maybe you've launched a high ticket course before. Courses ranging from, if you're in Nigeria, let's say from 100K and above. Let's just be subtle about it, But at the end of the day, you couldn't get a good number of buyers, people to sign up to your course, or you didn't even get any at all. That means you're in the right workshop. You've spent weeks creating your high ticket offer, showing up, running ads and building funnels, yet it seems like no one is interested in the offer. Now, as I mentioned this, if you can resonate, if it applies to you, just raise up your hand, use the emoji, put your hands up, let me know that I am speaking to you, right? So you spent weeks, you've done a lot of things, you've created the offer, you did everything, you've ticked off everything on that checklist, ran ads, built that funnel, put up that amazing website. Yet no one seemed to be interested. Looks like you were speaking to a wall, right? So let me know if that applies to you. Put your hand. Olushola said, "This is me." Oh, okay, good. You're here because you know your course is highly valuable, and you expected people to jump on it when you launched. But the silence was loud. You know now that's kind of time, that kind of silence that will even deafen you. Very loud silence. Nobody's answering. Meanwhile, they said they were interested though. You put wait list. They went and sat down in the waiting list. Time to buy, they refused to buy. The silence was too loud. Is that you? Put your hands up if that's you. Now you're here because you wish you could sell your course consistently without the need for launches, constant content creation, or feeling like you have to perform or chase sales. You know what it can be like when it's time to launch. Oh yeah, time to launch that course again. Oh my God, that means I have to start creating content 3 times per day. That means I have to start, show dancing on, doing a lot of abracadabra, following trends, just so that it can get viral, so people can see that I'm selling this course. Is that you? Have you been there? Put your hands up if you've been there. All right. Now, what you want, I believe you are here, you saw the title, Evergreen High Ticket Cost Sales. So what you are here for is that you want to, you want an evergreen online course business that sells consistently without the stress of constant launches, complex tech, wait lists, and endless content creation. Endless, We're not saying content creation is bad, but when it completely weighs you down, you have to like show up 3 times per day to make sure the algorithm sees that you exist and then helps you even get it out there. I'm talking about how that can be like, especially if you're a very busy person, you have a family, you have things to do, you have a business to run. There's so much on your hands, yet you have to now show up on content 247 just because you want to sell that course. Tell me if that's you. Put your hands up. Any emoji at all. Just if you want to put any emoji like frowny face, like this is me, let's see it. All right, so that we can know if this resonates with you. What you want is a simple and structured approach that works hands free, bringing in paying clients monthly and allowing you to serve one to many easily instead of the exhaustion of one-to-one, one-on-one coaching. You want to be able to serve people at scale, you know, and you want these clients to come in monthly, steadily, not the one that you are praying and hoping. You don't even know where your next client will come from. The cost is not going to be there, it's not going to just sit down there and eat dust. You need people to get it. You need people to use it and better their lives. However, there's a problem, you want to be able, so this is what you want, something that is structured, that can be hands free and allow you to sell this your high ticket course in a way that you don't have to always be there 247. You don't have to always be actively selling and all of that. So if that's you, let's know. You want to generate steady, reliable, predictable, and scalable income from your high ticket course business with minimal effort. It's important we say that, minimal effort. All right. You want to do all of this with minimal effort. Look at the keywords there: steady, reliable, predictable, and scalable income from your course with minimal effort. So tonight I'm going to share with you 3 important things, right? Number one, the evergreen strategy that will enable you to sell your high ticket course, your high ticket online course on autopilot without the need for constant launches. Now when all those times when you have to launch 3 times per year, or 4 or 5 or even 10, you launch, when you finish, you launch another one. So you have to consistently be launching. That means if you don't launch, what happens? This is the issue we're talking about. All right. So we're looking for, I'm going to share with you an evergreen strategy that does not have to rely on launches, and you'll be able to sell your high ticket online course on autopilot. 2, I'll share with you what it takes to actually draw high ticket clients to your online course consistently. not the one you be praying and hoping a client comes, or you don't know where your next client will come from, and you're just wishing and hoping the algorithm favors you today. No, there's a technique, there's a strategy to how you can consistently draw high ticket clients to your business. And thirdly, I'll share with you the key to a predictable and reliable online course business that guarantees revenue so you can stop worrying about where your next client is coming from. Are you happy about this tonight? Are you happy? Drop me comments. Let me know those who are actively here. All right. And let me introduce myself. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Amber Eyang Ajakai. I'm a business strategist, the co-founder of Digify Teams, which is a tech-enabled talent matching service. What we do is that we match CEOs, business leaders, coaches, experts, consultants, agency owners. We match them with skilled, highly skilled virtual specialists, all right, virtual specialists who can handle their operations, who can help take a lot of the workload off them so that these business owners can have more time to scale, can have more time to do high impact activities instead of focusing on the day-to-day running of their business. So these virtual specialists we match them with actually take off those operational workload off them and do them for them. They're highly trained to do that. All right. I've been coaching for almost a decade. I help coaches, experts, consultants, business leaders to maximize profit and scale online without overwhelm. This is my mission, to help you scale without overwhelm. So everything I do online, whether it is through Digify Teams, whether it is through my coaching, is all aimed at helping business leaders, coaches, experts, consultants to scale and focus on the more high impact activities that actually help them scale, rather than focusing on everyday running and owning your tap of cost sales and all of that. All these strategies are supposed to help you so that you can have better hands-free way to generate revenue for your business so that you can scale extensively. All right. So are you happy to be here? Awesome. I'm getting a lot of comments. Jewels, thank you for waving your hands. Olushola says, I'm happy about this. Anointed, welcome. Bilkisu, welcome. Jewels and Pearls ladies, happy. Awesome. Awesome. So a little bit of my background story. I started coaching in 2016, so it's almost a decade. All right. And I was coaching while I was still on my 9 to 5. So in 2019, which was after three years, I left paid employment. I left my 9 to 5 and moved into full-time coaching. All right. And over time, I've been able to serve over 10,000 clients through my various offers, selling my different offers through the decade, you know. And I've dabbled with a lot of sales models, right? Some of you here have known me since my oldest courses. I have clients till dates who knew me from the beginning, and I'm so happy and privileged that I can still do this till now. I've sold, there are a lot of people who have been there when I failed. They've been there when I was selling low tickets. They've been here when I'm selling high tickets. They've been here. Everything I've tried, the mistakes I've done, the things I have recollected, everything. I've experienced a lot of things in the space. So, if for anything, many of these things have helped me become even more consistent. I've been around, so I know how this works, and these things, all my experiences have shaped me into what I am today and made me one of the highly sought after coaches in my niche, right? When it comes to high ticket selling and scaling your business as a coach, expert or consultant, scaling your business online, Amber is the person to talk to. All right. And it's amazing the work I do. So over the years, these are just snapshots of what I've done. These are a few of the people I've helped on one of my programs, which was the ebook launch program. I was able to help over 400 experts to become self-published authors. I did that program for 4 good years, right? These are a preview of some offers I've sold, just to give you a hang of it. This was the course I sold at the time, a low ticket course. I sold it to about 4,000 buyers. I made a lot of money from this offer, right? At 5,000 naira, I sold this course for a full year. I sold it for a full year. I made over 17 million naira from this course. So at least you know that I've put my hands, I've done a lot of things in space, all right? My hands have been busy, all right? Now, since I'm still tracing all the way to this point, at some point in my business, my husband and I moved to Dubai. And at that point, it became a situation of, okay, this is an expensive country and I'm selling a 5,000 naira course. How am I supposed to survive in a country if I'm still making 5,000 naira per buyer? The mathematics was not mathing. In Nigeria, it was easy to just dwell on that. But you are in a more expensive country. House rent is expensive. A lot of things, dog far outweighs the money you were spending in Nigeria. And then my head had to start figuring, how can I support my home? These 5,000 naira courses I'm selling won't cut it. And so my head had to get into action. Okay, what is the model I have to take up that will help me to generate revenue so that I can pay my bills? And I'm saying this because for many of you here, you're not just selling courses because you feel like selling a course or because somebody just said they want to learn something from you. Okay, let me just give them. You are here because you are doing this because you want to generate revenue. I know you want to make impact, but you also want to make money. I mean, you can make impact, but you can also make money. It can just be a byproduct of that. You have a lot of bills to pay. Nigeria is not the Nigeria of yesterday. Things are doubling up. Rents are doubling up. Food cost is doubling up. School fees are doubling up. And if for anything, this course business should be one that is footing your bill. You can't be here spending a lot of time online and yet you are not selling. Of what use is that? And that's where I found myself, when we got to Dubai. It was at a point where I realized, you know what, Amber, is either you fix this coaching business you say you are doing, or you go and look for a job. I decided to try the first option, bury my head in this and figure it out. And that's when I moved into high ticket coaching. I must figure this out. So I dumped a lot of my old courses that were not, paying me the way I wanted to when I moved into high ticket selling. Testing this out, trying out new strategies, failing at many, figuring it out, tweaking, matching and all of that. And gradually results started turning up. These are payments I started receiving from clients, payments in dollars, payments up to 7 digits, people paying me for coaching. This was something I had never done before that time. In fact, before that time, maybe I sold a course in 2020, which was at 180K. But 7 people bought, and after those 7 people, I chickened back into my shell because I said, if 7 people, maybe they bought by mistake because I didn't know how to deliver this to them. But mastering high ticket selling got me to the point I am today. And that's why my clients are able to trust me because they've seen me actually do the work. You'll hear a bit more about them as we move on. And it's interesting because through my high ticket selling, my high ticket offers, I've been able to help my clients also, not just myself. In selling high ticket successfully, I've also been able to help my clients to sell their high ticket offers successfully, to restructure their own coaching businesses and attract paying clients. People are willing to pay them premium for their offers. It's an amazing journey, and I'm happy that you are here to share it with me. All right, so these are a few screenshots of clients I've worked with. We'll tell a bit more stories about them when we move on. This is a client who, in 1 week, she was able to get 3 payments. People paying her 750K per person for her offer. I'll tell you a bit more as we move on. And a bit more screenshots. This is another person's story. I'll tell you a bit more as we go on. This is another person's story. I'll tell you a bit more as we go on. And of course, this is another person. If you visit my Instagram page, you would see this pinned there, Dio, and you can hear her screaming, Amba, Amba. This was her story. Over 1 million in one day. This was somebody who had never earned from her online course before. And she was able to earn over 1 million in one day. 3 clients paid for her offer in one day. This was her first set of payments. And she was ecstatic. It was amazing. All of these are things that make me excited and make me do what I do. So tonight you'll be gleaning powerful insights from my experience, all right, of almost a decade, having sold offers consistently to over 10,000 people online without the dramatics of social media. If you follow me on social media, on Instagram, where I spend most of the time, you will notice that I'm not that coach who jumps, Jesus. I'm not that coach who jumps up and down, who carries, who just goes crazy about how to sell. I do it the authentic way, and I'm able to attract, of course, my own authentic way, because other people, it's not like I'm damning other people's methods of selling. They have their way, but you don't have to force yourself to be who you are not. That's what I'm trying to say. If you are not that kind of person who can go to the marketplace and lie down on the ground in the name of selling an offer, then you don't have to. We are not all compelled to be that. Some of us are in-house people. We just like our space. We like our quiet. And guess what? we are still able to sell high tickets. So if you're like me, you're in the right place. If you're not like me and you have figured, you've tried all of those techniques and they did still work, you are in the right place, all right? Because it's not by dramatics, all right? It's by strategy, it's by learning from the best. All right, so I need to let you know this. Selling your high ticket course shouldn't be rocket science. You just need to know how to correct what you're currently doing wrong or not doing at all. So maybe there are a few things you are not even doing at all, and you need to identify. We will help you identify. I'm here to help you identify those things you are not doing. And maybe there are some things you are doing wrong. I'm here to help you identify them because it's not rocket science. If I could do it, if my clients could sell it, you can sell high tickets easily as well. All right. So I want you to imagine this. Imagine moving from stressful launches, uncertain sales outcome, complicated tech, endless content creation, trading your time for money and all of that, to this, a predictable and reliable 10K plus month. 10K, I'm not talking naira, 10K in dollars. 10K plus month, high ticket online course business. You know, having an online business, having a high ticket online course business that brings in minimum 10K dollars per month. I want you to imagine that. Now, it is easy for me to come say it, but if you don't visualize it and see yourself actually doing it, it will be a difficult thing, which is why mindset is involved here. I need you to picture yourself in that situation where you are seeing your business pulling in this amount of money every month, at least to this amount. If you want to measure this in naira, we are going to be talking about, but even if you want to leave it at a flat rate of say $1,000 is 1 million, imagine your business earning 10 million per month, minimum of 10 million per month. It is possible. Please drop it in the comments right there. It is possible. Put in the comments. Put there, it is possible. I need you to start visualizing it. Just put in the comments, say it is possible. It is possible. A predictable and reliable 10K plus month high ticket online course business without complex tech, without constant content creation, where 247 you are not sleeping because you must create content. I'm not saying content is bad, but the fact that but when you create content, you do not still see sales. That's not what we're talking about here. And without chasing clients online, chasing them. Buy now, but you have not bought from me today. What are you waiting for? Oh, great. I'm seeing it is possible. You guys are amazing. I love that. I mean, it starts from belief. If you can believe it, you can see it happen. And the strategies I'm going to show you today is going to show you how you can make that happen. All right? So we are in for a ride, and it's a beautiful one. All right. My promise to you tonight is that you will leave this workshop realizing 3 shifts you must make to achieve this result. This thing you said is possible. Use your mouth, use your hand to type it. You will see how you will make it happen. All right? As long as you wrote it, it will happen for you. All right? The 3 shifts I will share with you will help you so that you can start achieving consistent 10K plus months for your online course business, allowing you to finally liberate yourself from the stress and uncertainties that comes with launches, constant launches, complex tech, constant content creation just to sell. All right? Finally, you are in the right place and you're going to get that liberation. I want to thank you for all the comments. It's possible, it's possible, it's possible. Thank you. So, are we ready? Now, instead of writing ready, I want you to write 10K. Put dollar in front. 10K dollar. Just put it there. 10K, 10K, 10K. Put dollar in front. Behind. Put it there. 10K. Put it. We're using it to replace ready. When I say that, I'll know that you are ready. So put that in the comments. 10K, 10K. Oh, Chiamaka is not joking. I love it. 10K, 10K, 10K. Yay, the lamb's wife. Awesome. Hustle with Delicia. 10K. Ayobami Omoniwa. 10K. Sorry if I pronounce your name wrongly, please. Pardon me. Olushola, 10K. Anuola. Oh, please help me. 10K. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oladoyin, 10K. Anita. Awesome. You guys are amazing. So if you are on this channel already, just go ahead and subscribe so that if we have more videos coming out, you'll be aware and you see. Caregivers, help. 10K. Bilkisu, 10K. The Pleasure Priest, 10K. Alliance Against Domestic Abuse and Sexual Violence. That's full length. 10K. Joy, 10K. Awesome. You guys are amazing. Thank you. All right, so let's start. Shift one. I hope you have your notepad. We're going to breeze through this swiftly. All right, so shift one. Shift one. Master how to channel demand. Master how to channel demand. By that, I mean solve based on demand. I'm saying this because most people get it wrong. How? Instead of channeling demand, you are trying to create demand. So you create that course. Next thing, you are trying to create demand, create desire for that course. You are trying to, when you say create, that means it doesn't exist and you are trying to create it. No, this is the wrong angle a lot of you may be making. The wrong path a lot of you are following. You're trying to create demand. You should not be creating demand. You should be channeling demand. Solve based on demand. Let's do a little exercise. All right. This is a case study, and we're going to all participate in this. So I want your A game here. Now, this is a coach. All right. Coach consultant. She helps people to find jobs by selling courses, fixing CVs, etc. Her course is going for 150K. Which of these people do you think would willingly and readily sign up? One, entry-level job seekers. Two, underpaid employees. Three, junior employees deprived of promotion. So just type which one you think will willingly and readily sign up. So she helps them find jobs and she sells courses. So these courses are supposed to help them find jobs. And she also fixes their CVs and stuff. So which of these three people, which of them will willingly, note, willingly and readily sign up for her 150K course? I'll be waiting to see your comments. Which of them? Don't worry, we are not here to tick or give award for who got the correct answer. Just type anyone you think it is. Type it. Type it. We're all in a learning scenario, so we're all going to learn together. Type which of them do you think will willingly and readily sign up for her 150K course. Olushola says early job seekers and underpaid. Okay, so two of them, willingly and readily. Okay, so early job seekers will willingly pay, underpaid employees will willingly pay. That's Olushola. Annual, okay. Anu, can I just stop there? Anu, Anu says maybe junior employee. Okay, junior employee deprived of promotion. Okay. Nachana says underpaid employees. Okay. Caregiver says entry level job seekers. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Anu. Thank you. All right. So Joy says entry level job seekers and underpaid employees. So I like the fact that everybody's trying to figure out which one is it. Okay. I think this was our best. Okay. So now let us get into it. Which of these three? I'm going to give you the answer, what I think based on my experience. Now, all three of them, remember I said notes, willingly and readily. Willingly and readily. Out of all three of them will not willingly and readily pay. Interesting, right? Now, I'll tell you why. Entry level job seekers, 150K course to help them find job. These people, entry level, they just finished graduate. They are graduates, new graduates looking for a job. They are not ready to pay for course yet to find job, and they are ready to first explore. So they are looking for free solutions. They are the ones who will jump at job fairs, who attend every job fair, job matching service, one thing. They are attending free things up and down. They are not willing to pay for a job. They are just entering the market, which pay. They are not willing, able and willing to commit money. They lack urgency. They are willing to still trust. This school that I went to and I got 2-1. Let's go. We'll find job. There's no urgency as such. They have a DIY mindset. So they're still trying to figure it out on their own. They're not willing to pay. So they won't pay for a job. They won't pay to get a job. Not yet. Not at this level of their lives. All right? Oh, Omotunde says none of them. Okay, so you got that. Awesome. All right. Um, let's look at the next one. Underpaid employees. These ones, they feel they cannot afford it. They're underpaid, remember, 150K. They're not even paying them when they should carry 150K and give to a course. Nah. They blame their employer. They feel like this guy is not even paying us well. Kiniko, every time they're always complaining in the office. They don't look like they're ready to. Now, note, all of these things I'm talking about, I'm not throwing a blanket on everybody and saying this is what applies. Some people may pay, but I'm just looking at things in a wider spectrum, right? And wondering for this coach, who are the best people she should target? Are these the best? And from our assessment, clearly they are not the best. Clearly, she's trying to create demand with these people and get them to pay for her course. And they are not willing and ready. Willing and ready. Those are the two keywords we're talking about. So underpaid employees, they fear change and uncertainty. They're uncertain. If they go now, what if this a bed at hand? Let them hold the salary they are seeing first to, they fear rejection. They don't know their worth. The fact that they're underpaid and they're still there means that they're afraid to step out into the deep and see whether there's a better job. Let me hold this one first though. So that's what's happening with this kind of people. So they're afraid to take risks. All right. Now the third one there, stagnant employees deprived of promotion. These ones have accepted their stagnation. That's why they're still in that stagnant job. They want their employer to fund their growth. They've worked there for like 20 years. If a guy is not paying for this thing for me, I'm not going. I've served this company well. They should pay. Company should pay. After all, they pay for their people. They went to Ghana. We are not going to Ghana. We're going to Nigeria. We're staying here in Nigeria and we just want to attend this course. They should pay. Or, they just feel entitled. They fear change. That's why they're stagnant. Now they've stayed in this place for 20 years. They fear change. They lack urgency. They're afraid to take chances. They may not be willing to commit such amount. So you see what's going on here with these three target audience. While this coach is trying to sell her 150K course to help them find jobs, she may be positioning wrongly if she focuses on this kind of people, because she'll find herself convincing them, trying to create desire, trying to create demand. And this is a problem. Now, I have to say this because I have to use this example because this is where a lot of us have found ourselves trying to sell courses that people are not willing to buy. They're not willing, ready, and able to buy, to pay for it. High ticket courses and all of that. We think, okay, let's sell it now, they'll pay. But it doesn't work that way. The people you are trying to sell to are not ready, they are not willing, they are not able. Many of them are not willing, ready, and able. So at the end of the day, you end up in the convincing game. You end up convincing them, trying so hard to convince them to pay. Which is why I say you should not be creating demand. Make it easy for yourself by channeling demand. Focus more on the people who are ready, willing, and able to pay. Those people are going to make your business, make life easy for you, and are going to jump on your offer more easily than the people we've just listed. Of course, there are many other components that you will need to add to make this whole strategies work. However, if you just focus on people who cannot afford you, or people who are not ready, or people who are not willing, you're going to have a tough time selling your high ticket course. So, by the way, this story is a true story. A client of mine who reached out to me and we got on a one-on-one session together. And this was her situation. I took a screenshot and put it on the screen, our session together. This was kind of like, because when I have sessions with clients like that, we lay out everything on a board, on a paper together, and we lay out all the facts and lay out strategies for them. So this was her current situation, personal brand, great at what she does and all of that. Serving job seekers. So she's supposed to help them find jobs. So she was serving job seekers and she was teaching employability skills. That's why she was not seeing clients. That's why she was not able to make any money. That's why she reached out and was so pissed with herself that what is she doing? That this business is supposed to pay bills, pay her staff salary, but she's not able to make money monthly to even pay her staff salary. These were the problems. She was serving job seekers. She was trying to teach employability skills to them. Those people just came out of university. They will not pay. The only thing you can sell to them is small offers. See it here. She was selling courses at 2,000 naira. What can 2,000 naira do for anyone today? Urgent 2K self is no more raining. You can't do anything. You can't even buy data that will last. Do you understand? Now, when we sat down, of course, I had to cover this because of privacy reasons, but these were the bulk of our strategies. We had to sit down and map out, okay, who can pay, who meets this yardstick, willing, ready, and able. Who are the people that can pay? Now, if we cannot identify or pinpoint the right people to pay, maybe we need to look at your offer. So that's what we needed to sit down and measure up. Okay, based on this market you want to attract, how can we create an offer that channels demand, an offer that meets their demand? That means they want this thing so bad. Can you provide the solution to it? The mistake most people do is that they put the cart before the horse. It's like, okay, let's create the solution first, then we'll find the people. We'll find the people and make them buy it. No. Who are the people you want to serve? What is their problem? Solve it. Solve their problem. Channel demand. Don't try to create demand, fulfill demand. Create your course based on demand. Not that you create your course, then you start looking for demand. Is that shifting something for somebody tonight? Is that shifting something for somebody tonight? Here's another story. Okay, no, this is the same person actually. So when that happened, she reached back and I sent her a message to find out, okay, when she went on to implement most of the things we had discussed, these were her results, right? So this was me reaching out to her. I said, how are you doing, coach? And she's like, Amber, I'm doing very well. Thank you. After our session, I got up to 3 sign-ups. And then I slowed down on my social media. The ratio of inquiries and chatting before the sign-ups were something else. So her inquiries increased. She started seeing buyers at 150K. All right. This was somebody that was selling at 2K, you know. And then she goes on to say, you are expanding minds. You have no idea. Thank you for being confident to step up. If you weren't a walking testimony, I wouldn't have come to you. Aww. That made me blush. Anyways, but these are the things we're talking about. Now, these are some errors that some of you may be making, and I have to pinpoint them again. You assume your problem is marketing or visibility. If you're not selling, if your online course, your high ticket online course is not selling right now, it's not, many times you think it's a visibility problem. You think it's an algorithm problem. You think it's because the ads are not working. You think it's because you're not showing up enough, or you're not creating content enough, or you're not, you think it's a marketing or visibility problem. You're not selling enough. This is a natural thing everyone thinks. Next thing that they're going to just tell you, go ahead and add more money to your ads. Are you sure you're doing the ads on Instagram, or you're doing it through Facebook Manager? Oh, okay, do it there. Okay, are you sure you're putting the thing well? Are you sure you're writing it well? Did you put it like this? Did you put bonuses? It's not by those things, trust me. Sometimes it's not by those things. There are some things you have not figured, you've not sorted out first. It's not always about marketing or visibility. Another error, you focus more on your intelligence, your skill, and what you can do instead of what the client actually wants. We see this a lot. People focusing on the things that they know how to do so well. Oh, I know how to help people lose weight. I'm going to teach intermittent fasting. So you now go out there and teach everybody intermittent fasting, forgetting that there are people out there who will have to eat something. They cannot stay till 12 and not eat, because their health demands that they eat. So how would they do this intermittent fasting? Now you see, just giving a blanket solution to everybody, thinking this could apply to everyone. Or you have this, like, I've met a lot of life coaches who want to just, express that model that they learned, and they just want to dish it out there, forgetting that some of these things may be too high, what's the word? Maybe too over the top for the clients they are trying to reach. Sometimes that thing you learned, you may not need to carry it hook, line, and sink and dump it on your client's head. They won't get it. They are not you. You have to meet them where they are. If it means you coming down to their level of understanding, it's not even if it means. It means you coming to their level of understanding their problem. Then find how you can shape your solution into their answer, into making sure that answer even meets their demand, meets their problem, meets them where they are, and help them solve their problem. So it's not about you, it's about the client and what they want. That's the truth. Another error, you're trying to create demand instead of channeling demand. We've already said that. You should be fulfilling demand, you should be channeling demand instead of trying to create demand, instead of trying to create desire. So that you don't find yourself in convincing game. You don't find yourself answering a lot of objection, trying to say, come now, don't worry, this course will help you now, please now. That's not how it should be. You shouldn't be that point where you're trying to convince. If you get to that point of convincing people that this is the course for them, that means you missed the mark. That means you've missed the mark. That means you're talking to people who do not really see the value in what you're giving. So know this, not everyone who shows interest in your course is actually a buyer. And many people are interested but not invested. Some people may just be interested, but it does not mean they're invested enough to pay. They are interested. All those people mentioned, are they interested in new jobs? Of course, they are interested, but they are not invested. They're two different things. Are they interested? Think about your clients. Think about the people you are talking to in your audience. They seem interested. They drop comments. They say, wow, 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 this looks good. They seem interested. That's why they are following you, but they are not invested. You should be going after invested clients, clients that are invested in solving this problem and are invested enough to want to pay anything. They are ready to invest anything to have this problem solved. And you should be matching that problem with your solution. You should be channeling demand. You should be fulfilling demand. All right? So you do this. Do this. Stop casting a wide net and instead channel demand from the right audience or target market. Ensure these are people who are ready, able, and willing to invest. Those three yardsticks. Ready, able, and willing. These are the people who are highly invested and will pay you. Secondly, match your solution or your online course. In this sense, your solution now is your high ticket online course. Match it directly to the problem and the outcome they expect. The outcome they expect. Match it directly to the problem and the outcome they expect. People are interested in transformation. They're interested in an outcome. It's not that you're intermittent fasting that they're interested in. They're interested in bringing down their blood pressure. They're interested in bringing down their weight for their wedding. They're interested in, getting, making sure that ailment, they go to the hospital and they are no more, they do the test and is no more positive or whatever. These are the outcomes people expect. So all these things you are doing with them are your process, how you take them to the outcome. But that's not what they're interested in. They're interested in the outcome, the results. They're interested in changing their lives, in transformation. This is what people are interested in. So you should be thinking about matching whatever it is you're creating to somebody's outcome. What is the outcome that person wants? How can I create my online course to match that outcome? That's how you should be thinking. So I have this other client who was making the same mistake. We call her client O, right? This was her message to me. She sent me a message on Instagram. She said, hello, Miss Amber. Thank you for your amazing webinar 2 days ago. It was insightful and I kept thinking about contacting you. I follow you on my personal page. I am Omuwa. I'm a brand identity designer and I also design websites, landing pages, and automated funnels. I know I do quite well with my work, which we can say that about a lot of you here. You do very well with your work. However, but she goes on to say, but I'm struggling so much to find clients. Aside my sister, I've not had a single client despite reaching out to hundreds of prospects. When I listened to your live webinar, I knew immediately that I was doing something wrong. See her situation here. In spite of the fact that she had reached out to hundreds of people. This one was not even attraction marketing. It was even prospecting. She was entering people's DM, reaching out to them. The only person who had, worked with her was her sister. There was certainly a problem. These are the issues we're talking about. Was she channeling demand? Now, did I get to this session with this lady? Yes, we did. We worked together. And this was me on the session with her. I took a screenshot of this just to show you. And these were the strategies we mapped out together. Of course, I had to blow them out. But what's important is that after we trashed a few things together and we helped her channel demand, She came back a few weeks later. This was her message. Hello, Miss Amber. I have great news. I got my first client 2 weeks ago. She paid full deposit last week, and I'm currently working on her project. Aside that, I've been having prospective clients reach out to me, something that didn't happen before. Notice, before she was chasing them, now they are reaching out. Just yesterday, a client that found me by referral paid full deposits, which means in the space of 1 month, I signed 2 clients. I want to say thank you. I can't describe the clarity you gave me. My audience is much clearer. My messaging is super clear. Don't stop doing what you do. This is what we're talking about. The moment you understand how to channel demand, you will start attracting clients. And if you understand this well enough, what is online course that you cannot sell? Online, what's high ticket online course that you cannot sell? Especially the kind of one that is hands free. They just sell and people just go and make it work and get results and use those results and proclaim on the work you have done and get more clients in. All right. So, are we following? Is this hitting the right spots for you? Is this shifting your perspective? If it is, type 10K in the comments. I want to be sure that you are still seeing that this is possible. You're still saying that this is possible. As long as you are able to hit the right notes, you're able to identify the key things you are getting wrong and fix them rightly, 10K months are possible. 10K months are possible. If you have been around, you've done this work, you've sold courses, you've been around, you've paid your dues. It's about time you earned from this work that you do. We're not just here to play or count bridge. No, this work should pay you as long as you spend time here. All right. It really says it is possible. Yay. Elevate Your Day podcast. 10K. Awesome. Really says 10K. Anu says absolutely 10K. Awesome. Awesome. It is possible. So let's move to our second shift. Shift 2. With the first one, we said channel demand, master how to channel demand. Shift 2, master how to be in demand. In essence, make your solution irresistible. Be in demand. Be the top. Be the incomparable solution. Be the non-negotiable solution. Be the only solution. Be in demand. Be so irresistible that, hey, if it's not you, it's no one else. That's what we're talking about. And this is a level a lot of us here watching this webinar have to get to. Meaning that there are certain things you need to do to differentiate yourself. Certain things you need to do to gain mastery. Even if it means coming down to serving a specific group of people. Don't worry, I'll talk more about this. Let's move on. So let's take a short exercise that would help us get to this point clearly. Which of them, these 2 people on your screen, which would you trust and why? If you wanted to take photographs right now for your brand, for your business, as a coach, as an expert, as a consultant, which of these 2 photographers would you trust and tell me why? Drop it in the comments. Which of these 2 would you trust and why? Which of these 2 would you trust and why? Let's see your comments. Which of these 2 would you trust and why? Anu says brand photographer. So why? Which of these 2 would you trust and why? I like that. It was specifically stated. I like that. Brand photographer. All right. Anyone else? Anyone who agrees with this or says no, it has to be the other one? Olushola says brand photography because she has a brand to protect. I like that angle. She has a brand to protect. That's a nice one. That's a nice one. Jumoke says female picture is nice. Yeah, she's cute. Her picture is fine. Chinwe says brand photographer. She's a photographer and looks like she lives it. She looks the part. She looks like she lives it. Hustle with Delicia says brand photographer. So I guess we're all on the same page with this brand photographer, and for a different number of reasons, right? So normally a photographer would show up and can he take brand photos? It's a matter of let's try our luck. Photographer, I mean, that means he's a generalist. That means anyone where do you know call him Ide. Baby photography, Ide. Political photographer, his name is there. Everywhere call him is there. Whether it is anything, nature photography or animal photography, he's there. The question is, when it comes to this specific skill or this specific demand that a client is looking for, can he really meet up if he's a generalist? Or this one who has mastered this craft of brand photography? That means she'll be able to tell you the things to do, what to wear, how to pose, what each pose means for your brand. She has mastered it so well that she knows exactly what to tell you to do. And she knows how to get the best from a shoot, from a brand shoot. Compared to this one that will probably just be winging things because he's everywhere. These are the things we're talking about. I mean, if somebody has a problem right now, a brain problem right now, would the person go to a generalist, a general doctor, or go to a brain surgeon? If somebody has ear problem, who would the person go to? Probably go to an ENT doctor, ear, nose, and throat. ENT, ear, nose, and throat, right? If somebody has an eye problem, go to an optician. Skin problem, a dermatologist. That means these people have mastery of the area that they chose to dwell. They've mastered it, they've been there, they know everything that it takes in there. So people will trust them more than just going to a generalist. This is not just something that applies to doctors and photographers. This is something that is happening even in our coaching space. In your sector as a coach, as an expert or consultant, you may be one right now who is being a generalist. Trust me, you will be in demand if you niche a bit deeper. If you decide to focus on a specific group of people or a specific problem, a specific solution that people are looking for, and you gain mastery in that, you master in that. Looking at my life, looking at my business, even as a coach, there was a time in my coaching business I was a marketing coach. I was a coach, marketing coach. Anything you want in marketing, I was coaching people, whether they are doing whether you're selling physical products or you're selling online products, anything, just come. I'm a marketing coach. It took my husband sitting me down one day to ask me, come, this thing you say you're doing online, what is it again? I had to say, I'm a marketing coach. Now, coach, that I didn't understand that time because I was like, what? You want my this business that I'm even trying? I believe it though. Until he started putting some sense into my head and trying to, make me understand that, see, you need to niche that. What does marketing coach mean? Who are you serving? And by the time he started asking me some tough questions, I had to really start asking myself to that. It's true. Even this one you sat down here, how are you competing here? How are you able to who are you really serving here, and what can you really deliver here? Over time, I found myself niching down slowly, niching down. It didn't happen in one day. I started niching, testing until I figured it out. And now, mastering high ticket. In fact, it's not as if this is what I've done all the time. As I've told you earlier, I've moved between different models. But at least one thing I know I do for sure is I help coaches, I help experts, I help leaders. And it's something I've been doing over time since I started discovering this area of mastery, this situation of mastery. And then I started helping people to become authors, to become authorities. And then, from being authorities, help them to launch their books, their books online, to become authors, help them to showcase their expertise online. Next thing, it moves on, It evolves into them creating their coaching businesses, selling offers. And now I see myself now at this point helping them to sell high ticket and scale. Mastery. Some of you here have to be in demand. How? Mastery. You have to niche down. So let me ask you a simple question. Look at your screen. Which of these two courses do you think will sell more and why? Notice when I say niche down, I don't mean, okay, you're going to just be selling, okay, you niching down, just to get clear on this. Niching down does not specifically mean if you were doing 1 to 10 before, you should now do only 1. You should just do one little piece of all the things you do. Niching down is more about the market, the specific group of people you are serving, and the solution that they want, the problem they are facing and the solution they want, niching down to serve them. So you can serve that group with a lot of things. This is what a lot of people don't get. They think niching down means if I'm doing this many things, let me streamline it to only this small thing. No, it's more about who you are serving. Who you are serving. So, which of these two courses do you think will sell more and why? Course A helps women. So, this coach helps women improve their self love and confidence so they can attract better relationships. Coach B help successful women over 35 break toxic dating cycles and attract marriage minded men in 90 days. So, which of these two courses do you think will sell more and why? Is it course A or course B? Course A helps women improve their self love and confidence so that they can attract better relationships. Course B helps successful women over 35 break toxic dating cycles and attract marriage minded men in 90 days. Which of these two courses do you think will sell more and why? So I see the comments. Hustle with Delicia says B, Rita says A, Nachana says B. Tell me why. Why? Don't just say A, B. Just give me why. Why do you think so? Anu says the B because the niche is narrowed down. Chinwe Africalu says B specific um and you are talking to real women and real issues. Hmm. Hmm. Good points. Good points there. Good points there. Anybody else wants to say something? Rita, why did you say A? Let's hear it. Why did you say A? Hustle with Delicia. Nashana, why did you say B? Let's hear it. Olushola says B, it's specific. B, specific. Okay. Any more? Any more coming on? Any more? Which of these two courses do you think will sell more and why? Now, as I'm doing this, as I'm delivering this workshop, I want you to also be thinking about your online course. The online course you tried to sell that nobody really bought. Were you making these mistakes I'm pointing out? Or did you not do any of these things at all? Did you see things in this direction? I want you to be thinking along those lines. It's not just a class to just pour information on you, but to help you reflect on your own course and ask yourself, where have I missed it? Okay, Senji says B, that has a larger market. Much successful women are having such issues. It's really relatable. Okay. Also, with Alicia said, I said course is specific to a certain group of people. Okay, B. Okay. So thank you all for your input on this. Now, this is an interesting one because Nashana says B, as they're already successful and need more as the society deems it fit to be married. Okay, great inputs. Let's look at things from the angle of demand. We are talking demand. The first one we said channel demand. The second one we said be in demand. Now, we asked, what are your reasons for B? Many reasons here and there. But from the angle of you who is a coach, who needs to find the people who would actually pay for your online course without batting an eyelid? That means they see your solution as the solution to their problem, to their current situation. That means these people have to be so invested enough that they are willing to pay whatever price you pay. That means your solution speaks to their desired outcome. You see what we said earlier, match your solution, your high ticket cost to a desired outcome. Now, is there a desired outcome here? Can we point out if there's an outcome here? A real outcome. Helping women improve their self-love. Is that an outcome, improve self-love? If it is, how can you measure it? How would you know when self-love has been improved? Can we even touch it? Self-love is something you keep doing till you are in your 80s, 90s. You will keep loving yourself. So is this something that this coach can really deliver on in an online course? How can you touch it? Can you grasp it? Okay, helps women improve their self-love and confidence. So that what? Okay, says so they can attract better relationships. What kind of relationships? It's not specific. It's vague. Everything around this just speaks vague. It's not hitting any notes. It's not talking to anybody specifically. It's just talking to everybody on a blanket. Improve your self-love. So even if you're 13-year-old, come. Oh, you're 5-year-old, come. We'll help you improve self-love. Oh, confidence, so that you can do better debates in your primary school. Oh, older woman, self-love and confidence. Attract better relationship. Okay, we're talking to women who want to improve their ladies, young teenagers, better relationships with their boyfriends. Oh, okay, no. We're also talking to better relationship with in marriages. Oh, okay, that's not all. We're also talking to better relationship with friends. Okay, LGBTQ, better relationship with your partner. That means you are talking to everybody. You've spread such a wide net that anybody can fall into your bucket. So nothing here is ultra specific. Nothing here is tangible. Nothing here can be grasped. I mean, grasps. How do they think that? Nothing here is something you can touch or measure. It's so vague. It's so open-ended. It's just all over the place. Now, look at this one. She says, help successful women over 35 break toxic. See where it starts from. She starts from successful. She niches to a specific group of people. That means you have to be successful. One. Two, you are over 35. You see what she did there? She aimed for the person who marriage is top on her agenda. She didn't go for the 25-year-old, the 20 years old, who is still playing around. She went for the one that her family members are doing prayer meeting. She went for the one that her mother is knocking on her door every day, asking her, where is he now? She went for the ones that her friends are all getting married, and the woman is always asking herself, is it that she's not fine? What did she do? She went for the ones that they are at a point where they are afraid that, oh my God, if they don't get married, they're approaching 40. So she went to the people who are at peak with their desire, at peak with a desired outcome. They're at the peak of this desire. They are highly invested in getting married, that they'll pay for any solution that proves that it can help them get the result that they seek. Do you see what's happening there? Highly invested. And then she goes on to, she doesn't even stop there. She goes on to say, helps them break toxic dating cycles. That means she knows them well enough to know that they have been in relationships before, but those relationships were toxic. That's why they left. That's why they broke up. That's why the man dumped them. That's why the man beats them. That's why the man maltreated them. That's why they have emotional trauma. That's why their life seems like it's in shambles. That means they're afraid that they may not see a man again. See, she went to the height of the problem. Break toxic dating cycles and attract. Now, instead of while identifying where they are, she now presents a desire to them. Attract, not chase. Attract marriage-minded men. She didn't just say attract men. Attract men your age, 40-year-old men around your age. Attract older men. She didn't say that. She said marriage-minded. That means the men who will come, who she will attract, have marriage top on the agenda, and both of them will meet. And then she doesn't even just stop there, which is such an amazing offer. She goes on to say in 90 days. She even gives it a benchmark. Oh my God, how specific this is. This is what we're talking about. This woman will speak. When she turns up with this offer, she will hit the right notes. She will strike the right chords. When she starts talking on her page, even if she shows up even once a week alone, and she just talks and speaks directly to this woman, describes this woman's life right now, describes what the woman is going through right now, describes what the jest and the shame this woman has had to go, and the sleepless nights and the worry, always paying for a shwebi. But where is her own? People are always saying, when will you marry? This year, next year, or never. You know, she has come to a point of her younger sisters are all married. She's not. The shame she's having to go through. The situation where she has found herself. Somebody who thought she would marry when she was in her 20s. She's approaching 40. When this coach stays here and speaks to this woman, tells her the last relationship she was in, that guy, maybe she dated a narcissist, and so it was a mess. Don't worry. And she talks to her like she knows her. Tells her she can find love again. Tells her how, don't worry, you this time around, you're going to find somebody who is married mind, who has marriage up on his mind, and you're going to attract him. And this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to help you to position yourself right to attract this married-minded men. And I just need to work with you for a 90 days period. See, that promise, that offer, they're jumping on it because she's ultra specific, because she has niched to a specific group of people. She has niched to a specific group of people. Compared to this one struggled to sell because she's everywhere. She doesn't even know who she's talking to. So her messaging will be scattered, confusing, all over the place. This one is ultra specific. She will have context. Her message will resonate with a lot of people because it is highly dialed in. It is ultra specific. See, if this is helping you to shift some things right now, please drop there. I'm seeing some please, more hmms. Let me know that this is dropping hot for you. And right now you are accessing your offer already and wondering, oh my God, have I gotten it wrong? Oh my God, is this why? Oh my God, what does it look like right now? Drop it in the comment. Let me know that this is striking for you. So I just put a few notes on this. The problem with the first one, too vague, no urgency, lack of tangible results, focuses on the process, not the outcome. Process, improve self-confidence, attract better. This is all the process. So that what? When they improve confidence and they attract better relationship, so that what? What is the outcome? What do they want to achieve at the end of the day? So with what this person did was to turn process into an outcome. Process. These are things that, do you think the other woman that wants to help 35-year-old women, the other offer, do you think she's not going to help them improve their self-love and confidence? She's going to do that. It's going to be part of what she will teach them in the 90 days now. So you see why that one has a better offer than this one. This one stopped at the process and thought the process was an outcome. Many of you are selling processes instead of selling outcome. This is where the problem is. This is why they are not jumping up on your offer. This is why they are not paying. That's why the silence is deafening when you put out your offer. When you try to sell your online course, your high-ticket online course. This is why they didn't pay. So, errors. You are selling your course to a general market. It's too general. And because of this, your marketing content is not specific and direct. Also, you're focusing on the wrong things. You're focusing on the process. You're focusing on your amazing program. Oh, this program, we've put together 5 modules for you. These 5 modules are powerful. Don't worry, you can watch them when you are sleeping. You can watch them. You just watch them at your free time. We store them all on Seller. You're focusing on the wrong things. Oh, 5 modules, we now added 6 bonuses. Oh my God, these bonuses will add. See, this is where the problem is. You're focusing on the wrong things instead of the outcome that the person desires, instead of the desired transformation that your clients actually want. You're focusing on me. It's about you and your course, you and your course, you and your course. I need you to know this. No one is interested in your course. It is clear. Put out there. If you have to screenshot this, screenshot it. Stamp it so that you will see it and you will understand what we're trying to say here. Nobody cares about your course. I don't care what it looks like. It's beautiful. It's amazing. You put a wonderful name in front. This is the name of my course. Powerful. Nobody cares. Nobody's interested in your course. I want you to see your client. That person is having sleepless nights. You think she's thinking about unleash your purpose. What's unleash? You think in her brain it's unleash your purpose she's thinking about. She's thinking about the name of your course. Purpose-driven course. You think that's what she's thinking about in her dreams? Sleepless nights. She's not interested in your course. And this is where a lot of us get it wrong. We think people are interested in our course. We get it wrong, and that's why we focus on the course, the beautiful course. We go and do photo shoot. We go and snap and do like this and put the course like this and do montage. And get a lot of abracadabra, graphic artists, video artists, cinematographer, do this one, show the bridge, show the road, show the house, show the everything. Then when you feel now dial into the course logo. Come on now. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. So know this. You stand out when you speak to a portion of your wider market, a group of people. A group of people with a specific problem that you can channel, a specific problem that you can meet demand. Channel demand being demand. A portion of the wider market. People pay when they feel seen and trust in your ability to actually liberate them from their current situation. That's why people pay high tickets. That's why people will easily pay you. If they feel like you've seen them, they feel like you know them well enough, they feel like you can solve their problem. If you know them well enough, you can solve it. There was a time I had this pain on the lower part of my back, sciatica. Oh my God. It was a lower part of my spine, and it was this pain that stretched all the way down to my right leg. Pain, severe pains I'd never experienced before. Now, the truth is, I searched the whole internet. I was now seeing that it requires surgery. I said, me, surgery for what? No, 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 it has not gotten to that. But this was pain I was bending over. I couldn't stand straight. I was bending over. This pain was severe. I was always in tears. Now, in all my researching, trying to find answers. What is it? I know it's not paracetamol that will solve this thing. One day I saw one video on YouTube, very old video that showed like it was 8 years ago they recorded it. The people who did this video were two old men that if you see the video, you will just pass say, this ones are not modern, they are not talking new modern things, they are talking old ancient things. No abracadabra, just normal short video, two old white men like that. But something made me stop there and watch. Do you know that in watching that 4 minutes video, I suddenly felt seen. These people described my problem, described what I was going through at night, described, what this was making me, think, the fears and concerns I had, described everything. Then they went further to explain why the problem was happening. They explained how the spine is doing like this and doing like this at that place. That's what is causing the nerve to now stretch to the leg. Oh, the way they explained it to me, I felt seen. I felt like, oh my God, these people, I trust them. These people can help me. I felt seen. I felt seen. And I felt like these were the people who could help me. So everything they told me to do in that video, I started doing it. Of course, I could not go and meet them where they were now. I was just in my own corner there. I said, okay, this is this YouTube video. Then I said, follow these steps and you will see that this sciatica pain will go. I said, that's how I followed everything they said I should do. And guys, true, I did with serious kabashino. And then looking for the source of the pain. They said the reason it may be this, maybe that. That's how I went to go and source for everything they said. I followed it hook, line, and sinker. I threw away the chair that I was sitting on. Started following their exercise. True, this pain disappeared. Gradually, I saw this pain gradually disappear. That's what we're talking about. Clients getting to a point where when you speak, when you show up, even with your content, that one time, that 2 times, that 3 times you show up per week or whatever consistency you build, you show up consistently in your own consistency. You show up, but when you show up, you talk to the person that makes her feel seen. You talk to her and she's able to trust in your ability to help her, to liberate her from that pain, from that sciatica, from that marriagelessness, from that situation she's in, from that sickness. When they feel seen, honest, at that point, you are the only one they believe you can help them. You will see it when you go to the hospital, when you go, and the doctor says, where? And next thing is touching your body. Where is the pain? Is he here? Tell me. When I press it, shout. Let me know the extent to the pain. When he touches that place, very good, you scream. He now says, good, sit. This is why this is happening. He now explains it to you. Tell me, are you going anywhere else? Is that doctor? You are sitting down there. He is the one that must treat it for you. Doctor, you are the one that found the pain. Oh, yeah, what do I need to do? That's how it works. You are the one who is going to diagnose where the person is, diagnose the situation your client is in. Show her that you know her. That's where resonance comes in. She feels seen. That when they tell you, oh my God, your message resonated with me. And at that point, when you have an offer, they're jumping on the offer because resonance has happened. They're resonating deeply with what you had to say. They feel seen. So do this. Speak directly to a specific audience desires, fears, and challenges. Make them feel seen and heard. Let them feel like, is it like you were in my room? How did you know this is what I was thinking about last night? Show them that you are not just selling them a course, but an outcome. That means you know the outcome they desire, and that's what you're selling to them. That desire, that dream, that thing they think about at night, That's what you're selling to them, not your purpose-driven course. Nobody cares. Omotunde says, but don't shout. Don't shout now. That's what we're talking about here. All right. Let me tell you about client C. We'll call her client C. So this client of mine, this was her situation. She was showing up, which is what's happened to a lot of us here. You show up a lot, but they are not buying. Why? I'm posing that question to you. Why? This client was happening to her as well. She was showing up, even though her cost was 250K, they were not paying. What she does is that she's a doctor of natural medicine and she helps people with diabetes too. She helps reverse diabetes too. She does it so well, she's able to get results with it. But why are people not paying? Why were people not paying her? The offer was at 250K. They were not paying. Now, when she reached out, we worked together and all of that. And I told her, you know what, this 250K, is it even, is it profitable? And she said, no, but it's not. But I cannot even increase it. If they cannot even pay 250K, is it increasing it they will pay? Please, let them even pay this one now. I said, don't worry. So how much do you want to, how much is it? If you measure it all out, we did all the costing. And she was able to, turn it into a wholesome solution that, she could deliver. And at the end of the day, we arrived at 750K, which is 3 times 250K. I said, good. This is what we're going to sell it at. Oh yeah, let's do what we have to do. And we started doing these things I'm telling you. We started tweaking, channeling demand, putting her to be in demand, irresistible offer. Next thing she comes, put screenshot of her first payment. Woke up to my first payment. Amber, remember the person I told you wanted to join last year for 250K, but said it was too high. He came back now saying he is ready. When I told him the price has increased, he is the one that just paid in full. See? This is somebody who could not pay at 250K, but 750K he paid. What changed? Because now she knew how to position herself better. She knew exactly what to say. She knew how to meet people at the point of their desired outcome. She knew what to do. 2 days later, this was 5th, this was 8th. 3 days later, she comes back. Woke up to another payment. Say again. Of course. Next thing, 2 days again. 2 days later, she comes again. 3rd payment. Amber, this is my 10 clients for January. Yes, this is what we're talking about. 10K months now. Next thing, they're coming like clockwork. And I'm like, no, they're more coming. Don't worry. Next thing, she comes again with the 4th post, the 4th payment. In no time. This was at that 4th payment I went to go announce on my Instagram page. I was so excited and I went to share the news on my Instagram page about this client's situation and her fears. And now she's now attracting them easily at 750K. Something that she was afraid they will not pay at 250. Now they're paying at 750K. This is what we're talking about. This is another client. We'll call her client S. All right. Now, this client is also a doctor, right? And how is that she is a fertility doctor and she helps women, give birth and all. Now, the problem with her own situation was that she was not able to, she was selling consulting at 10,000 naira. Now, this is somebody who has two locations in Lagos, high profile places in Lagos, yet she was attracting the wrong kind of people who were not willing to pay for her offers. Yet she has bills, she has overheads, she has salaries, staff salary of 2 locations, plus her own self. Come on now. So she knew that she was in a whole mess, that how would she be able to sustain this business if she cannot even make money from it? So she reaches out and we do some stuff together. And this was from 10K, we were able to increase her offer to the consulting fee to 100K. Of course, we had to analyze it and see where it could be a good fit for 100K and make it good enough so that it's value for that 100K. Now, this was the twist. She went out there with the 100K offer, and this is what happened. She came and told me, and of course, I went to my page on Instagram to share the story. She said, when she went out to that 100K price, they started bullying her staff. Chance, when you give clients a new fee and they start chancing you, that's what's happening. So they said chancing her staff, not her, because those people, they just know how to chance. But when the madam come, when the madam come, they will not be able to talk, So they felt entitled that 100K, that means you should be able to do everything for them. If it's 100K, that means you must follow them to their house safe. They were bullying her staff. Now, when she came back and we talked about it, I told her, so how is it going? She told me, but they are not paying. They are bullying my staff. They are even at 100K. It's looking like I'll reduce it back. I said, reduce what? No, we're increasing the fee. This is what we're going to do. We're increasing that fee to 2 million. Eh? I said, yes. So we increased her fee to 2M. This time around, we said, okay, so what are we looking for? What do we want to do for them? Good. All of these things we'll do for them. The fee is now 2M. This was me announcing it on my IG. We had not started seeing results. In fact, as we had just agreed on the 2M, I went and announced it on my page. In the comments, I saw people telling me, this is daring, no, Amber. This is a daring move from 100K to 2M. People were afraid. Me, I know that once you know exactly what to do, you get the results you seek. Don't worry. I was confident, very confident. Don't fear. Allow me help you. See, that's what you came for. So next thing we know, we positioned her right, and in no time, she attracted a client of 2.8M, not even the 2M. Let's hear the story. She comes and she says, good afternoon, House and Amber. We just sold one of our premium plans. And then she now goes, I say, come back. Wait, please break this down. Don't be giving us suspense like that. Full story. And she goes on to say, as we all know, my foundational structured program with Amber was the name of her program. I had to blow it out, which I believed would convert soon. I used the same method she taught us to create other premium packages. I created a package tagged blah, blah, blah at 2.8M. Amber isn't even aware I created another package higher than the one we have been working on, which is the 2M offer. And today, a client paid for it. The package is tagged 2.8M. Amber isn't even aware I created a package with such amount. This is what went on there. In teaching her, in making her see the exact things she needed to shift in her business, she used the same principles and created a new course and tried to test it for herself. And she nailed the client, 2.8M. She nailed the client at 2.8M. This made me so happy because no matter, that's one thing with principles. If you master certain principles, take them anywhere they work. That's why I can be so confident in principles, in these marketing fundamentals, because apply them to whatever they would work. As long as you know exactly what to do. This client knew what to do. She took it to another offer, increased the price to 2.8M. She sold. After giving me this testimonial, in less than a week after, she came back again. Amber, 3.5M client. Now, this client is currently now she's just rolling. She's now rolling. This is somebody who was finding it hard to attract high-paying clients, high-paying customers, or what do you call them in the hospital? Is it patients or what? She was finding it hard to attract them. They were even bullying her staff, feeling entitled. So is 10K month still possible? Put in the comments if many of what I'm saying today is shifting and pushing you closer to possibility, pushing you closer to see that this is nothing. This is nothing. See these clients I mentioned, just a handful of clients to make them get to this number. And I'm telling you this from people's stories, people like you, so that it's not just my own story you now depend on and say it's because you're a coach. People, normal people who needed to just apply strategies to their existing business, and they were able to attract their clients. Anu says very possible. Awesome 10K months. Let's move. Thank you for the insightful teaching. Awesome. Thank you so much too. So our final shift, master how to fulfill demand. So we said first one, master how to channel demand. Second one, master how to be in demand. Third one, master how to fulfill demand. See, all these things I mentioned. If you do the first and the second, you don't do this third one, or yours is your case. Hustle with Delilah says very possible. Chinwe says very possible. Rolly is laughing. Ha ha ha. Shana says very possible. Okay. Master how to fulfill demand, turning interest into sales effortlessly. I like that word effortlessly because nobody likes too much work. We want work that will not look like work. Now we're talking. So, tale of two coaches expecting 10K per month. Look at them on your screen. This is a simple tale of two coaches who are expecting 10K months. One here is always farming. She's farming. The second one is hunting. Between these two, which one do you think will get to her 10K months easily? Now, by hunting, I don't mean you are chasing clients. I don't mean you are chasing and knocking on people's door. Buy now, buy now, buy now. It's not, please now, please now, please now. Bring your question, I'll answer them. No, no, it's not by that one. The reason why I put here farming and hunting is because these are different ways that people are able to do this. But again, let's measure it, let's analyze it. The farming method is that you are like a farmer who is waiting for season. So you're waiting for lunch to start. You're waiting for clients to show up. You know, you plant corn, you plant yam, you're waiting for September, August, New Yam Festival, when yam will start coming out. So the farmer waits. Now, for the person waiting, that means they're waiting for the algorithm to work. You're waiting for the day the client will see the post. You're waiting for when Instagram will shine face on you and somebody will just mistakenly enter your DM. You are waiting. That means you're waiting for the client to show up one day. It is hope strategy. Farming is hope strategy because we have a lot of farmers who wait for August. When they now go and uproot the yam, they will now see seedlings. The yam did not even germinate well. It did not grow. So after all the many months of waiting, they did not see good yam. You see why farmers always pray for good harvest. But have you seen, when you say a hunter, it is not enough to hope. The hunter is going out there to look for that deer, to look for that antelope to shoot, looking for the customer. Hunting, meaning that it's looking to connect with the right customer, looking to get in the right rooms, to get in the right situation where the clients will see them, hear them, and match their desire to the match their solution to the client's desire. They are seeking for who they can connect with, seeking for who has the problem that they have the solution to. Instead of farming, you are hunting. This is the lackadaisical way a lot of us may right now be trying to sell, be trying to aim at 10K months, be trying to sell. Many of us here may be trying to sell our high ticket courses this way, farming. Yeah, you don't know where your next client will come from. So you're waiting for the season when maybe one breeze will just blow a client your way. Hopefully, you wait. This is the right approach. Or hunting. Now, there are different types of hunting. I don't mean that type that you're going to be running up and down chasing. But how about effortless hunting? And let's talk about it. There's exhaustive hunting and there's effortless hunting. Now, the exhaustive hunting, which is not what I'm here to teach you anyways, this is the one we are trying to run away from. Rigorous launches, where you spend a lot of money trying to do launch. You do launch twice a year. Oh yeah, that one you are launching in June. Hey, you started working from February. Working, trying to do this launch in June. Meanwhile, when in June that comes, 2 clients. So you mean you've been working since February and you only got 2 clients in June? So all the work for only 2 clients. Who is now going to, where's salary you're going, the salary you're supposed to pay staff, where is supposed to come from now? You're now still owing your funnels guy. You're owing everybody. The money you spent on ads, what's going to happen to it now? Because only 2 clients came in. And then you have to still enter inside the program and teach those 2 clients with all your energy that you don't even have because there's no morale. The money did not reach, but you have to do the work. That means you chop the money before you do the work. The money did not reach anywhere. Exhaustive hunting also involves uncertain outcome. Again, that's what we said. 2 clients paid, or nobody. I've had people like that. Amber, I spent a lot of money on this launch. I paid this. I one enter my DM, told me she had spent over $1 million on her funnel. Not one person had bought. She was deflated. And the course was to launch in the next week. She was already deflated because she felt like, what has she just been doing? The time she has put into this, the effort, pain, because this is what she was told she should do. Pay for funnel, do this, set this up, set that one up, do like she has done the webinar, she has done, these are things that all of you know to do. I'm not talking about anything outside the book. You do everything, you do training, you do 5-day challenge, you do launches, you do, everything. There's no rule in the book you don't know, especially if you're a coach and you've been selling courses. There's no new strategy. But the question is there result? Another, exhaustive hunting, complex tech, investing in complex tech. Exhaustive hunting means 24/7 content. So you have to post 3 to 5 times a day. That means in a week you have posted up to 20 times because you want to try to sell. So if we are really these people that I know that we are, people who have families, who have a lot of other responsibilities, how do you spread yourself thin? This is just going to completely exhaust you. How can coaching business really delight you if you're spreading yourself thin, just trying to sell a course? Because you are now everywhere trying to do everything. At the end of the day, you don't even know whether to work. You're just trying to do hope strategy. Exhaustive hunting, chasing clients, answering 1 million objections. Please, I'll get back to you. That your course. I'm still thinking about it. I'll talk. I'm talking to my husband. Oh, my wallet. My dog ate my wallet. There's always an excuse. They always have an excuse why they are not paying. Next thing you see, they are paying for human hair. I thought dog ate the wallet. Human hair, they just paid 1 million for it. Or exhaustive hunting, yo-yo income. That means when you do the launch, 2 people bought, the income even went small. Without any launch, nobody's buying anything. Even small DM, nobody's sending you DM. Inquiry, nobody's making. Everywhere is quiet, ghost zone. So you only make money during your launch season. When there's no launch, no money. That's why this webinar you are in is about Evergreen. We're talking about Evergreen, not waiting for seasons. Have you seen a hunter waiting for September before he can go and hunt meat? Did they say antelopes really only grow in September? All year round, he's entering that bush. He must find his meat because he's not eating that soup without protein. He's not eating that egusi without meat inside. He will go and bring it for his wife to cook and put inside that soup. All year round, he's finding meat. But a farmer is waiting for yam in September. You see why I use the example of hunter and farmer. You should all be hunters, but it's not about exhaustive hunting. What is the alternative? Effortless hunting. Evergreen course sales, where you're selling your course consistently. You're not having to wait for launches. You're not hoping and praying and wishing the client's breeze blows a client your way. You are talking about consistent 10K months or more, 10K or more. Evergreen, you're selling your course round the clock. Every month, you're counting your numbers. These are the courses, the buyers that came in. And straight on, they're taking the course. Predictable income. When you're able to do that, you can predict, okay, this month, what did we make? Okay, good. What do we need to double up on? Okay, so we'll do double up on this. Okay, so let's see how next month runs. Oh, good. That means you did better this month. You are predicting, you are measuring, you know exactly what to do to make the next month better than the previous. It is measurable, it is predictable. It is realistic. Not just that it is simple. It is simple, a simple system. I'm not talking about something that is complex. Simple, straight to the point process that you do repeatedly. And you can predict your results. 2 to 3 times per week content. Imagine if you're somebody who is not really into that content thing. I'm not saying you should not even create content at all, because the content is what will show clients that you are actually in this business. Not the one you will not post in the last 5 months. No. You should show up, but create your own consistency. If you show up 2 to 3 times per week, fine. If that's your consistency, fine. You are not compelled to show up 3 times per day. If you choose 2 to 3 times per week, so be it. But when you do show up, you show up and speak to the client that she feels seen. And not just that, you are able to connect with her and hunt for more people like her using a simple system. Effortless hunting also involves attracting clients instead of chasing them. And then you earn consistent income. So it's not this yo-yo approach. Content you earn in September, the next time you earn in January. The next time you now earn in September again, January. Yo-yo style income. So we're talking about effortless hunting. So effortless hunting is what enabled me to easily sell low ticket offers years back. So at the time, even when I was selling low ticket offers, I was able to leverage effortless hunting. I'm not going to just sit down and fold my arms and wait for a client to land. No. I allow systems to do the work. Get me those clients. What you see on your screen is when I was selling a 5,000 naira course. video editing, when I was selling low tickets, video editing. And at this point, I had sold it to over 2,000 students. Do the maths. Times 5,000 naira. These were people that when they were buying, I was upselling them to other courses at the back end. So as they pay that 5K, they are paying for something else. I was selling content creation at the back end. So at the end of the day, we had some people who were buying, they came for 5,000 naira offer, but they were buying, at the end of the day, they'll leave with a 15K offer. That's how I was doubling my money on the back end. And this cost was able to make me over 17M at that time. This was when I had just struck 2,000 students, and I came out to talk about how, oh yeah, it's time to take this to Kenya. All that was on my mind was scale. More people need this course. I'm going to give it, push it out there to more people. More people have to see it. And many other courses I've sold in the past. One of my ebooks that I wrote and sold, a lot of more other courses, is all about effortless hunting, not laid back style of hunting, not laid back style of farming or rigorous hunting. We're talking about effortless hunting. Even my high ticket offers too, effortless hunting. This is my lowest priced offer, going at 200K. It's a one-on-one session. Effortless hunting. I don't sit down and just wait for clients to show up. Effortless hunting. Maximize my group coaching offer. Effortless hunting. My private coaching offer, which is my highest offer. Effortless hunting. These are offers that are from 7 digits and above. Effortless hunting. I don't sit down and just hope a client comes. I set the right simple systems in place that bring clients in the door, that get me my money. All this powered by simple systems that attracts clients to my coaching business consistently, repeatedly, predictably. I hope that's correct. This is what we're talking about. Now, this is an example, a client I worked with. And for her, this was somebody who was into fish farming. So she helps people establish their fish farms, catfish. And when she reached out, this was her struggle. She was not seeing clients. So she had this amazing program, but no clients. And when she reached out, she was like, I need help with this. They're not buying. Now, the interesting thing is that even in assessing the situation, we found a deeper problem than them not buying. They were not taking action. So in assessing, okay, why are they not buying? We found out the problem, a lot of things she had gotten amiss and all. And not just that, I asked her, so where are the results from your program? She said, I don't have. People are not taking action, so no results. And I asked her deeper questions, and she tells me that 95% of people don't take action. The remaining 5 do take action, but that's just a small number. But the bulk of them don't take action. So when we access everything and we course correct, we repair her course and everything, she steps out there to sell. And now she was now able to attract a better set of clients to her course. This was her feedback. I messaged her, how did your next sign-ups go? And she says, hello, Amber, it was great. I had over 170 sign-ups. The right messaging was able to help me filter people from the get-go. Only those who were capable to set up registered. Thank you for the reorientation and for fixing my messaging. This is what we're talking about. Initially, they were not taking action. Why? Because she has brought people in who were not highly invested enough. So yes, they paid, but they were not going to take action. And that's what you don't want to do. You don't want to bring people in that will not take action. So that's what we're talking about, people who are ready, willing, able. Willing to do the work. Willing, not unwilling. This is another example, effortless selling. This client of mine, it's interesting because when she reached out at some point, she thought she needed to do all those plenty complex tech. I told her, chill, it's not by those things. She said she had paid the funnels guy, she has paid this to this. And this somebody, she's not afraid to spend. She spends in dollars, pays people abroad to set up the funnels, the website. I told her, can you chill, please? Let's put the right things in front. Don't put the cart before the horse. There's some important things we need to dial in before you start looking at all those other things. And then in repairing everything concerning her high ticket course, these were the kind of conversations we're now having. She was even selling the course on a place like Seller. She didn't even need the funnels, the complicated tech she was talking about. She sold it on Seller. You see? And this was a conversation we had. And I was asking her, how much is your cost? And do your clients pay directly on seller? And she said, yes, She said, so I have currently 3 one-to-one clients, each at $5,000. Did you see? I don't have a sales page for this offer, meaning that she was selling it on seller. So that's the sales page for her. She goes on to say, and 10 current clients in the group program, each at 550K. I want you to do the maths. $5,000. How is 10K months not possible? Tell me. I'm showing you human beings like you. So that you see that this is not just a wishy-washy situation. We are wishing something that we can't touch. If they can do it, you can do it too. Now you may be asking, how does this work? This simple system, this whole, all of this, how can we, how does it work? Let me explain it to you in a very simple way. This diagram is the best way I can portray this. I can explain this to you in a simple way. This illustration. All right. Simple. Many of the things I've mentioned already fall in here. The first bit here is the nucleus of this circle, which is the solution. The solution that you are bringing to the client. The solution that you're trying to provide for the client who is in deep problem right now and need the desired solution. Then channeling demand, being in demand, fulfilling demand. Now, it's important you note this. Each of these elements have their own circle here. The solution in here, which is channeling demand. The next circle here, which is being in demand, positioning and making your offer irresistible, and then fulfilling demand. Meeting the right people with the offer. So they exist. Is your offer able to be accessed by them? Are they able to see it? Now, the mistake some people make is that they focus on visibility and marketing, which is fulfilling demand, forgetting this bit solution, this channeling demand. They neglect channeling demand. They neglect being in demand, and they focus on visibility and marketing. How will it sell? You've missed the fundamentals. Some people focus on having an amazing offer and they've channeled it to the right demand, but they are not in demand. They are not fulfilling demand. So the offer is just sitting out there in their laptop, in that Google Drive. Nobody's buying it. For some, they've mastered how to fulfill demand, but they have a whack offer. These are the types that they call scam. So if it's about visibility and marketing, they know how to talk to the whole world. 1 billion people will hear about this offer. But when you come inside, whack. This is why they are called scam. Some people, they know how to channel demand. However, they don't know how to position themselves. They don't know how to be in demand. So you have such a beautiful offer, but nobody's coming to take it because you've not mastered how to be in demand. Some have mastered these two, but they've not mastered how to fulfill demand, visibility, and marketing. They don't know what to do. So you see what we're talking about. You miss one of this, you miss all. It's not a matter of you just get one correctly and you move. No. It's not a matter of you get two correctly and you move. No. All three have to fit together. All three have to be met. If you miss one, you miss all. These are the things that will make 10K months possible for you. Evergreen. If you miss one, you miss all. You can't afford to miss one. All three of them have to be dialed in. If you really want repeatable, consistent, predictable, evergreen 10K months, it is possible. These are the things to do. Creating the course is the easiest part, honestly. Some of you here, come on now, is it hard to create a course? The first course I ever created, it was an audio course. I just recorded it on my phone and I sold it. Course is not hard to create. If you go to Google, YouTube, you will learn how to create course. If you go to even Seller, they have YouTube videos. They'll teach you how to create course. It's the easiest thing to do. But it's funny how some people focus only on that. If you focus only on that, trust me, you can have a beautiful course, but nobody's going to buy it. That's why a lot of people right now have amazing courses, but they are inside their computer. Nobody's buying. It's the easiest part of this equation. The real matter here is selling it. And these things I'm mentioning to you today are the fundamentals you need to dial in if you really want that amazing course you created to be sold. Now, imagine if I offered you help. If I offered you help to get to 10K months with your online course without complicated tech or exhausting content creation, without spending months plus resources, a lot of money building a course before you make money, without complicated systems and all that, but instead you create a simple system that brings in high paying clients in the next 30 to 60 days. Would you take me up on that offer? If I was able to help you get to these 10K months. I'm not here to teach you so that you figure it out on your own. Many of the things I've talked about today are things I can help you with the nitty-gritty to take you there. It is possible, but I don't expect you to do it alone because you may have a tough time figuring it all out, especially because your niche is very peculiar. So you will need help. It's not something that if I took how many years, almost a decade to get here, you don't have to. Maybe you are in your year 2 of this process or your year 5. You don't have to get to almost a decade to, the reason why I'm coaching in this direction is so that I can help you compress time. And that's why I'm making this offer to help everyone here. If you are willing to take me up on this offer, I will help you to get to this 10K plus months with your Evergreen online course, without the complicated tech, without exhaustive content creation, spending a lot of money on building your course nobody will buy, helping you create a simple system that can get people in the door within the next 36 to 60 days. Would you take me up on that offer? Because this is the situation I've realized, and this is where a lot of coaches struggle. And many of you may be struggling with it right now. The specific problems here. Do you know how to pinpoint your exact money market? I'm calling them the money market. Those highly invested clients, the ones who are willing to pay whatever your price is. Do you know how to pinpoint exactly who they are? So that you can stop sending your course to the wrong people who cannot afford you. You know how to package your solution in a way that makes it irresistible so that people just say yes easily without you even over convincing them. So that you become the solution in your niche, the number one. There is no replacement. This is you. You are the best at it. Do you know how to ensure your content and marketing speaks to your market's core desire? This money market, these people who can pay. Do you know how to ensure your content speaks to them and brings them in sold? They come and they are buying. They're just buying. Effortless. Do you know how to run a simple, predictable, and reliable system that filters and brings in high quality leads and conversations consistently that turn into sales? Do you know how to do this on your own? Do you know how to automate majority of this process? We're talking about effortless. It's because some of these things will be done by our system. The system, the machines, the tools will do it. Do you know how to figure this out on your own? Or are you going to run back to the same people who have made the mistakes, who have helped you make the mistakes in the past? You know how to pull the entire business systems and processes together. That nucleus I showed you, the product, the next one meets fulfilling demand. You know how to pull all of that together to make them this evergreen model that sells for you consistently without overwhelming you. This is important. Remember what I said earlier? My job is not to overwhelm you. Help you scale without overwhelm. I'll show you everything behind the scenes. I'll show you how to refine your high ticket offer. So you already have one. Problem is that it's not selling. Oh yeah, let's look at it again. We'll refine your high ticket offer. That's what you will do so that it becomes an easy sell. You'll be able to position yourself in a premium way so that you attract the invested clients. I'll show you everything behind the scenes on how to create a simple, predictable, repeatable, and reliable sales system that runs evergreen, turning strangers into buyers of your course consistently. I'll show you how to draw in consistent monthly revenue into your business, 10K plus. You said it is possible. Let's make it happen. The behind the scenes is all the things I'm going to show you, how to make it work for your online course. I'll show you how to master every part of this in a simple way. Every part. So this is the model. Every part of this, you will be taught how to master it so that you don't miss any part. You get it all dialed in and it helps you achieve your 10K months. So here's the offer. You get full access to the step-by-step roadmap to consistent 10K months. Full access to all of this that will be shown to you. Now, you'll be asking, how much is it, Amber? What's the investment? The investment for everything I'm going to be giving you is 400K. However, I will not be allowing you to pay 400K. No, not tonight. Not after you spent a lot of time here with me. Not after you stayed here to the end of this. You participated in this fully. I love you for being here and for being fully involved in this session. You're not going to be paying 400K. No. This is for those who will come later. But I'm going to give you an offer that I want to believe a lot of you here will jump on. And not just that, not just giving you those behind the scenes, I'll sweeten the deal a bit more. What will I add? I'll add a few more things for you. Outside of full access to the roadmap to consistent 10K months, I'll add for you plug and play templates. Templates that will help you fast track the process. So these are templates that we use in-house, and I will give it to you so that you can just plug and play. You will just tweak a few things for your own brand and make it work for your business so that you don't need to start thinking from scratch. Not just that, you have access. These are things that are valued at 100K right now. Well, in terms of our current value, well, of course, based on the price we're offering. You also have access to an exclusive community where you can ask me questions. You can share your process. You can get feedback. You can connect with other coaches who are selling premium offers as well. That community, you don't have to work this alone. We're going to be doing all of this together. All of these things are supposed to cost you 400K, but no, I'm not giving it to you at 400K tonight. I'm going to make you an offer, and I hope you jump on it because this offer is only available tonight. And this offer, instead of 400K, I'm giving it to you at 175K only tonight. Only tonight. Instead of 400K, you're paying 175K. This has been slashed over how many percent already so far, and I'm just doing this so that you can jump on as easy as you can right now. All right, so pay 175K and you have all of this, the entire package, and access to this will be given to you on the 3rd of March. This is just 2 weeks. 3rd of March is like less than 2 weeks away. So you have access to this and complete behind the scene of the step-by-step roadmap on how to achieve this, the complete process. And not just that, you have the templates that you can plug and play to get to fast track your process, and you'll be able to join the community. All of this factored into this mini fee, all right, which is just a small fraction of the full fee, which I'll be selling to others. So if you're willing to jump on this at 175K tonight only, I want you to DM me the word Evergreen. You can send it to me on Instagram. My handle is at Amber Eyang Ajakai. Or if you got a message, WhatsApp message telling you about this workshop, just reply that WhatsApp message right now with the word Evergreen. That will be our keyword. Is our magic word. Once we see the word Evergreen, my assistant will send you the details immediately, and you can go ahead and lock in your spot at this fee. This fee is only for tonight. Only for tonight. Only for tonight. After tonight, I'm sorry, only for tonight at 175K. After tonight, you'll be paying the full fee. So if you want this, go ahead and lock it in. Send the word exclusive. Send the word Evergreen. This is our own keyword. Send the word Evergreen right now on Instagram at Amber Eyang Ajakaye, my handle on Instagram. Or you can send it as a reply to the WhatsApp message you got. The WhatsApp message you got inviting you to this workshop. The number of the WhatsApp message you got the number ended with 4919. Just to confirm, so I don't pay to you don't pay to the wrong number, to the wrong person. 4919. That's the number. That's the number. The last 4 digits. 4919. Send the word Evergreen, and you get details for you to pay 175K and lock in your spot. So instead of paying 400K, you're paying 175K. And yeah, at this point, I'll ask you if you have any questions. Any questions? So feel free to ask your questions. Do you have any questions? Any questions, and we'll respond. Any questions? Any questions? Wow. So let's see your comments. Any questions? Oh, Esther. Oh, Esther is here. Esther has locked in her spot already. Yay. She came again. Wow. She said it's done, Amber, not just possible. I love the energy. Yay. Uh-uh. Katman says very possible. Nachana says very possible. Hustle with Delicia says very possible. Omotunde, take it, let's go. I love you. Oh, you guys are amazing. The energy here is fire. Uh-uh. Please, can someone share what the second point is? Okay, somebody should share. Oh wow! So the first shift was channel demand. The second shift was being demand. The third shift was fulfill demand. So you may want to backtrack the again and what, but make sure you lock in your spot before tonight is over. So so you don't miss this chance. So does anyone have a question for me, please? Any question? Any question? So any question? Drop a question if you have a question. If you're already sending Evergreen, will be my team will be responding to you back end. So make sure the number you're seeing is 4919 at the end. So nobody hijacks this and sends. 4919 is the number. The number ends with 4919. So Evergreen, just send Evergreen to us and you receive details to go ahead and lock in your spots. This course will be available on the 3rd of March, which is less than today's date is 20th. Oh, less than 2 weeks. Today is already 20th, Thursday. After next Thursday, 3rd is Monday. All right. 3rd is Monday. All right. Any question? It's a quiet house. Everybody's in the DM. Evergreen. Very good. Quiet house. Any questions? Let's wrap this up. Any questions? So we just have 4 minutes to go and it will be exactly 10 o'clock. So at least we did a good run today. But I want to believe you had an amazing session tonight, did you? So just give me feedback. Did you love today's session? Let me hear it. Did you love today's session? And will you be joining us? Let's know. If you're joining us, quickly send the word Evergreen so you can pay and lock in your spot. Evergreen is the keyword. All right. Do you have any question? Do you have any question? Any question? So I'm just any question. I hope people are still here. Okay, no, you're not here. You're in the DMs. You're sending Evergreen. I don't mind because that way we can answer your questions in the program, right? Inside, behind the scenes, where it's just us, inner circle. Yetunde, thank you. She says, well done, sis. Thank you so much. Thank you too. Thank you for joining. Thank you. Thank you. So we're just going to be here for 2 more minutes. If there's no question, then that means it is hot. It is hot, and you got it hot. Delivered nice and clean. And the next leg is, the dessert. We're having it back end. Those of us who will be taking this to the next leg, the inner circle. Let's take it up and let's take it up a notch. So just for 175K instead of 400K, you are in, locking in your spot, locking in your spot. And we are doing all of this together. So you're going to have access to the back end. You're going to have access, and trust me, everything is going to be so simplified for you. Nothing complex. If anybody knows me, if you've worked with me before, if you've heard of me, go outside and ask of me. They'll tell you, Coach Amber, Amber knows how to do things, deliver things in a very simple way. Even a 12-year-old will get it. That's what we're talking about. Even a 12-year-old will get it. So yes, how do you connect? Chinwe says, how do we connect? My handle on Instagram is Amber Eyang Ajakaye. Just type Amber. I'm sure the option will come up with my full name. So that's my handle on Instagram. All right. So you'll find me on Instagram steadily. All right. You also find me on WhatsApp, but most times it's my team there as well. So, but Instagram DM, I'm always there. My team is there too, but I'm always there. All right. So we have 1 more minute to go. In the absence of any question, we can wrap this up. Hustle with Delisa said it was a great session. Thank you for that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So I think we've had a good one. I just want to appreciate you all. I want to say thank you for joining me on this session, taking this up a notch. Who is joining us on the program? As we move on to the next leg. I really, really look forward to helping you achieve this dream. 10K months is possible. It is possible. It is doable. It is done. It is doable. It is done. All right. So I'm really, really looking forward to us achieving this, helping you get the outcome you seek. And I want to thank you once again, every one of you who made it here. Thank you for making it here. And yeah, let's make it work. Let's create magic together. Thank you, everyone. Appreciate you for joining and have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful night's rest. All right. Bye bye. Good night, everyone. Thank you. If you have any question, feel free to reach out. You can always send a DM on Instagram at Amba Ajakai. That's my handle on Instagram. That's my handle on Instagram. So goodbye, everyone. God bless you. Have a wonderful evening. Bye.